Did you miss me?
I'm thinking I'm back.
What it do, everybody? My name is Crucimix, and I've gotta say, we are so back. I have returned from the depths of hell just to bring you more content. What has it been, like a month and a half? I am so back, and I missed you so dearly. It's been a real wild ride, but I'm finally back in the saddle and ready to make some more garbage content for my petty little followers, my petty little fans that love bullying and harassment, and it's time to center on a subject that has been a long time coming. And to make up for lost time, I'm thinking it's gonna be a two-parter. This week, we're gonna focus on the return of a completely different king, and next week we're going to be talking about the conclusion of the creator clash drama. While I was gone, one of the greatest developments in drama history happened, and I nearly missed it, so now I've got to cover it before it's too late and I miss my opportunity. It seemed so obvious in retrospect, but at the time I thought it would never happen. Strap in, because we finally bear witness to the greatest of all events in human history, the return of the absolute legend, the one, the only, Leafy is here. Literally 2 days after my last upload, I saw something on my Twitter timeline that caused me to cry and jizz my pants so fervently that I was gone for a full month. I had to have a semen replacement surgery just to get back on my feet, guys. I don't know if you've ever had someone pump mayonnaise back into your ballsack, but it's not a pleasant experience, but it was so worth it, guys. It was so absolutely worth it, because the thing that made me cream this amount was Leafy's return with this epic, beautiful tweet. 3 words that would get to any man's heart. I'm not gonna repeat them, obviously, because, you know, I like my account, but yeah, they're great words, and I'm glad to see them on my Twitter timeline. But would you believe, immediately following this tweet, he got his account restricted for like a day and a half. I can't imagine why they would make this choice to restrict him for what he said. Honestly, it was kind of surprising. I feel like everyone was just on terms with what he was saying. But clearly Elon is a real one, because Twitter has become a beautiful, magnificent place now that Leafy is back. Now, the more well-informed among you might already realize that just unbanning his account was not enough to free him from the scrutiny that has been around, the pervasive hatred that follows his name everywhere, and of course, squabbles followed him. And dear viewer, that's what I'd like to cover for you today. I'd like to cover all the little battles and petty squabbles he's had across the Twitter landscape for the past month. Now, at first he started off with some good old-fashioned shitposting, and he finally returned to Rumble to upload a couple miscellaneous videos, mostly poking fun of 9/11. But the first real arc didn't start until Leafy came hands and feet on his knees, begging and inquiring about something very important, something we've all wondered at some point in our lives. He came to Andrew Tate and asked the most imperative of questions. Did you gank people in the prison showers? And for this question, Leafy was heartbroken to find that he was blocked by Andrew Tate for the most basic of questions, one that I'm still waiting on the answer for. You know, I'm sure Leafy's like any other young guy, just looking up to this Andrew Tate fellow and really wanted an important, you know, a little bit of advice, wanted a little answer to find out if it's okay to gank people in the prison showers. He just wanted to know, you know, and I feel like he shouldn't have been hated for that. I feel like it really is something we've all wondered from time to time. And as you might expect, Leafy was rather heartbroken at this. He went around to every Andrew Tate associated account and went into the comments begging, pleading to be unblocked, but he was met with silence. It's so sad to see a creator shut off in this way. Sadly, in the warpath of Leafy's return, I believe this constitutes a loss. Next up on the chopping block, Clara Sorrenti, aka Kafals, has returned. She, if you don't know the little bit of lore about Kafals, she was in rehab for her cocaine addiction. Now, if you know Crucimix, you know I'm not all that against drug use. I love the adrenochrome, I love the heroin, I love the adrenaline. I'll shoot anything into my veins I can, baby, just give it to me. But there's something so inherently funny about leaving rehab and immediately appearing under a Leafy is here tweet. Leafy said transgenders are fake, and Kafals appeared underneath this tweet saying, if transgenders are fake, how did I just ratio you? Hilariously, not only did she not ratio him, after she retweeted her own tweet, she had to delete it because of the shame, because it was just not popping off the way she wanted it to. Now, after this happened, Leafy was astonished to find himself blocked, so he took to asking Keemstar, who is Kafals? And Keemstar replied very simply, one of the Transformers. Now, after all this, Kafals immediately said, bye, I'm leaving Twitter. I don't know if she left for good, honestly, because I'm blocked too, I have no idea. All of these screenshots I've taken from other people, because I just can't tell. I can't report on anything anything because I'm blocked, guys. It's very sad. I'm very not happy about it. As you all know, I'm Kafal's biggest fan. I'd really like to be unblocked. If anyone could, like, talk to her and just beg her to unblock me, that'd make me very happy. Please do that. But yeah, supposedly she's left Twitter, and I can only say this is definitely a W for Leafy. A battle he didn't even really fight. He kind of just meandered around it, and she just keeled over and lost. The story of a transgender activist appearing, demanding attention, and then killing their own account whenever they didn't get said attention. How stunningly out of character. On a completely unrelated note, let's talk about Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast's crew. As you may know, they recently came out as trans, and in response to this news, Leafy said, "Never trust Mr. Beast." How apropos. Moving on to the final interaction of this video, we have a very interesting cacophony, a back and forth between Destiny, Sneeko, and Leafyishere. It all started off with a post by Spinach Bra saying, "Wonder if Destiny is still okay with being in an open relationship," highlighting the fact that Sneeko's hair is now blue, just like Destiny's. In the quote retweets, Destiny said, "The amount of insecurity that you project while obsessing over every single aspect of my personal life is honestly hilarious." I'm gonna be real with you, that's a lot of cope, but Leafy responded to this saying, can you ask your wife out for me?" He proceeded to do a live stream on Rumble with the very, very apropos title, "Live Calling Sneeko and Asking Him Why He Cucked Destiny." Now, I'm gonna be real, I have no idea anything about Sneeko. I haven't paid attention to him, I don't really care about him, he's just not all that interesting to me. I've heard he's kind of annoying, but I honestly don't know. I don't know what to think anymore because he posted this video just hyping Leafy up. Bad things in the past about Sneeko, but honestly, from that, it seems kind of like he's real. He seems kind of like a real one, not gonna lie. Now, that is the conclusion of the Leafyishere tweets, aside from what I'm gonna cover next week, but I have a little bonus for you guys today. I've decided to cover another slightly smaller drama from last week that I think is very important for you all to see, and is definitely not being used to fill out the runtime of this video. Some of you may recognize the name mataneven, the Bill Clinton kid from the Game Awards show last December.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, Matan. You know, real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
If not, here's a couple clips to get you back up to speed.
I know you got a picture with Kanye. I know you met him. I just want to know, like, how long you been a Kanye fan?
Yeah, man, I really love Kanye. I met him. He's a great guy. He's one of my biggest inspirations, honestly. You know, the reason I like him so much, I've gone out of my way to meet him, is because he's just like helped me get through some of the roughest times in my life. I remember back in like '08, the financial crisis, like there was a lot of things depending on me, you know, in real estate and all that, and he was just one of the reasons I made it out alive.
What's your favorite Kanye song?
Yeah, Michael's.
Favorite Kanye album?
Same thing. Thank you. Hey man, how you doing? What's going on? I brought you like a nice kit from your favorite guy. It's signed by all of the players. You can have a good time with this.
All right, bro.
It's signed by the best. He's right over here on the bottom.
Is that Ronaldo?
No, it's Messi on there.
All right, bro. Who the fuck? This weird ass man just fucking gave me a fucking Messi shirt.
I know.
The fuck? Show ass on. Oh hell no. Who the fuck?
Now, dear viewer, I can hear you. You're thinking to yourself, how could anyone despise this kid? How could there be beef between this kid and someone else? There can't be drama here. This kid's literally everywhere. Everyone must love him. But of course, there is always war between pervasive entities, and few entities are as pervasive as the wretched cockroach. Now, completely unrelated to that analogy, because I would never disparage someone based on their physical appearance, we have Hassan Piker attending a little bit of a rally here. As you all know, I'm Hassan Piker's biggest fanboy, so I was very excited, very intrigued whenever mataneven showed up to this rally as well, coming in full support of his landlord brethren.
What's going on? How you guys doing? We love landlords. We're here to protest against the landlords and the unions. We love them. We love landlords. We love landlords. We love them a lot. We're all against unions. They're not fair to the corporate companies.
The more you do that,
The
and
more
the
you do
more
that,
you
the
end
more
up
you do it.
hurting,
You end up hurting.
the more you end up hurting
the more you end
capital,
up hurting the capital.
the quicker the strike will
quicker
end.
the strike will end. Landlords, 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 landlords. We love landlords. We love them. We love landlords.
You want to move away a little bit?
No, he said we love landlords.
So Matan posted this video onto his Twitter, and in the quote retweets, Hassan Piker said, never mind, maybe children do deserve the coal mines. Later in this thread, he said, this little man's brother manager begged to link up with me at the Iraq shoot and collab, and whenever I said no thanks, they crashed the picket line. Get a new bit. I don't know how you could disparage someone for just being a fan of yours, Hassan. I feel like he's just kind of into you. He's just kind of a fan. He just really wanted to collaborate with you, and you attacking him over this is very, not only disrespectful, but it's very upsetting considering he is, as you said, a child. Later on, after a little back and forth, Hassan said, I asked you to step aside politely for the adults to picket, and you said I was threatening you. I can't be the father you never had, little buddy. And Matan, rightfully upset in the quote retweet, said, you tried to scare me by getting in my face, then you shoved a pole at me like a little bitch. I asked you if you were, threatening me because of how pathetic you looked. There's a reason your cameraman panned away. And gotta say, Hassan, he does kinda have a point. You were kinda virgin walking away from him. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little virgin-y. It was a little low testosterone to be running away from a kid like that. Me, personally, as Crucifix, I have no problems with threatening children though, so that part's fine. That's acceptable. Later on, Matan started popping off with a couple more quote retweets. He posted a little Sam Hyde. As we all know, Hassan Piker is deathly afraid. He has a horrible phobia of Sam Hyde, and a little Sam Hyde posting is always going to be entertaining, especially when it comes from someone this large. Continuing on, in response to that coal mine tweet from before, Matan said, you should have told me that to my face instead of standing there frozen, and yeah, not gonna lie, Hassan, you did kinda just stand there frozen. Anyway, that'll about do it for today. I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around with me. I know it's kind of, it's unprofessional to take an entire, 40 days off. That was definitely not my intent. I'm sorry about that. I really want to grow. I want to get to 1,000 by the end of this year. I know that sounds preposterous, but I think it might be achievable, and I'm getting in my own way, honestly. I genuinely do love making videos for you guys, and I am so glad to be back. So glad to be back in the saddle. So if you're ready for a little bit more Crucifix action, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? I also have a Twitter. It's at Crucifix if you want to check me out there. My name is, has been, and will be Crucifix in the foreseeable future. As always, I love you. Goodbye.
It's pretty late at this point, but what else do you have to do?
You'll never make it. You can't squeeze two people in here.
Just don't breathe so much. Exhale or something. Stay back.
Bebop is back.